So here I am rolling around in an old beat up Honda with a donut on with 3,000 pounds of tools in the back. So we'll see where this video goes. It might go with me breaking down on the side of the road. Hey fam, welcome back to Semper Fi Mechanic. My name's Thomas. Today's video is mobile mechanic workday number 3. We have 2, possible 3 jobs today. So let's hit it, make some cash. Look what I come out to, a flat tire. I don't know how we're gonna make any money like that, but I guess I'll show you how to plug a tire. Go ahead and get you some side cutters. Go ahead and grab the nail and pull that bad boy out. My lord, that thing's huge. Alright, grab your tire repair kit. You're going to grab a tool that looks like this. It's called a rasp or a reamer tool. We're actually going to make the hole bigger and smooth. So go ahead and put it in there. Go back up and down, making a sawing motion. We want to get the hole nice and smooth and make it a little bit bigger so we can get the plug in it. Go ahead and grab your other tool. Now you're going to grab your plug. You're going to put it right through the eyelet. If you're having problems, grab a pair of pliers and you can pull it on through. Once you have that, you're going to stick it straight down in the tire, twist it 90-degree angle, and then pull it straight out. Then you can go ahead and cut the excess tire plug off. Go ahead and air it up and you're good to go. Or, well guys, I just showed you how to plug a tire. I thought that would work, but the tire's actually off the rim. So we got to take it to a tire shop, have them reseal it or rebeat it so we can get it back on there. So let's go. Hell of a way to start our day. All right, I'm at this tire place. This dude's a dick. I should probably punch him in his fucking mouth. If we do, at least we have it on fucking camera. Fucking scumbag. Well, the asshole did fix the tire. Look at him. Punk. Here we are, our first job. We're going to a 2005 Saturn Ion. We're just doing a set of front brakes, front rotors, $100 in and out. So stay tuned and we'll get started. All right guys, we're on scene right here. There's the 2005 Saturn Ion. So about to knock out the front brakes, front rotors. Like I said, we charged 100. We got 50 once we arrived, and then we'll get 50 once we're done. We always get the money half up front and half when we're done. So I'll get you set up and show you a little bit about this brake change. All right, first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and bust the lug nuts loose. Once we have them loose, we went ahead and jacked it up and took the tire off, and we jumped right into it. Get you a 14mm socket. We're taking the top bolt off. We're taking the bottom bolt off right now, off the caliper bracket, or actually just the caliper. All right, once we have them off, go ahead and take it off, set it to the side. Now you can just remove the brake pads. Here we are, we're pushing the caliper piston back in so when we get the new pads, it'll fit nice. These ones was tight. I think there was 19mm. This is to take off the whole caliper so we can get the rotor off. All right, taking the top bolt off. Now we're taking the bottom. Once we get them both off, then we can remove the whole caliper. Alright, come off nice and easy. We slid the rotor, comes right off. If it doesn't, take your hammer and tap it. It'll come off. Go ahead and get you a new one. Make sure you spray some brake cleaner and wipe it off. Because when they send them the packages, they put some stuff on them. You want to get it off because it'll rust them. Alright, putting the bracket back on. Go ahead and hand tighten the 19mm bolts. This is just a simple brake and rotor job. Go ahead and tighten the bolts back. Now we can go ahead and get the brake pads put on. Now we put the caliper back on it. Bottom bolt and tight bolt. They're 14mm. Go ahead and hand tighten them. I'll tighten them down. Like I said, this is a very simple job. It doesn't take very long. I'm just showing you the basics. Doing this recording in one shot, so it might not be perfect in the audio part of it. All right, we're putting the tire back on. There's the lug nuts. Go ahead and tighten them down. Now, once you drop it down and remove the jack, go ahead and make sure you retighten them. We jumped over to the other side, doing the same thing. 14 millimeter bolts, taking the caliber off. Go ahead and remove the brake pads. Pushing the piston in. We're using an old brake pad, as you can see right there, and a C-clamp to push it in. Once again, these bolts are on very tight. I had to put another bar on there to give me more leverage. They're 19 millimeter. They had some thread locker on it, which is why they were so tight. All right, we got the bracket off. Once again, the rotor comes right off. We're putting the new rotor on. We put one lug nut on there like that to keep the rotor from moving around a lot once we're putting everything back on. Here we are, tightening the bracket back down. Putting the brake pads back in. Like I told you, this audio I lay over the track once the video is shot, so this is just one recording straight, so it might not be perfect. I'm hedging my bet there. Alright guys, we just finished up them brakes and rotors, made a quick $100. Now we're headed out to a 2018 Ford Fusion. We're going to do valve cover gasket replacement. We're going to charge them $120. Take us about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, so here we go. Well, the tire didn't hold up. Went out, stopped at the gas station and checked. Tire's flat again. So we put some more air in it. We're going to see how it lasts. Once we get to this job, we'll check it. All right, here we are on scene. 2018 Ford Focus, or Ford Fusion, I mean. We're doing the valve cover gasket. I'm showing you what we got to take off here, each bolt. There's 3 or 4 in the front, a couple on the side, another 4 or 5 in the back. And then there'll be 2 or 3 in the middle as well. This is a pretty easy job. I'm showing you with everything taken off, and then we'll start going from the beginning right here. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and unclip the coils. You just push in and pull out with each one of them. If they're stuck, you push it in and then out while you're holding it down. All right, now we're going to go ahead and loosen the bolts. They're 7 millimeter, 1 bolt per coil. And there's a sensor right in the middle of the coils. You just push and pull out. Another sensor right here on the left-hand side. And there'll be another one right there. They're all basically the same, just push sensors. You'll see what I'm talking about. You just push on it and pull out. They're very easy. Just move them out of the way. Here we are. We got a 10 millimeter. I'm going to take a couple of these bolts off on the side. It's a little bracket that it holds in. Go ahead and place that to the side. Here we are using a 10 millimeter, taking off some of the front bolts that's holding us down. So today it ends up being a pretty easy day. I mean, if you do do a brake job and valve cover gasket, you make $220. Only a few hours. Still good to spend time with the family. You can't beat that. We're still taking this off 10 millimeter. Just go around and find each bolt on the outside. I don't know the exact number, but I would say somewhere between 10 and 15. Here I am, I'm showing everyone we took off again, like we did in the beginning. You can basically just go step by step what I'm pointing at. And if you do that, you'll get them all off. And then you'll be able to take it off. If it's stuck, slide a screwdriver under the plastic and pry up just a little bit. But make sure you have all the screws undone, because if not, you might break it. So here we are, taking it off nice and easy. And right there is the gasket. They're actually supposed to be where I'm pointing at right there. You just slide them in there, but they came off. That's where they go right there. And they actually came off and was stuck to the block. So we got ahead and cleaned them up, took them off. And all you do is put your new gasket right in there. There's only one way it fits. You can't go wrong with it. There's ours right there. You just slide it in. Put it back together. You're done. Alright guys, that's it for today. We did 2 jobs. We made 220 bucks. So average kind of slow day, but you can still see on a slow day you can still make some good money. We had about 3.5 hours total work. We did 2 jobs, knocked them out. So I'm headed home. It's too hot out here today. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. If you like the videos, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, leave me a comment and tell me how much I suck, but still leave me a comment. All right, Semper Fi till next time.